Hi everyone, welcome to Fire Mountain Live again. Only once a month now, but that's okay because we have a super cool one today. I am Rose, I'll be the moderator I guess today, but we have special guest, miniature food artist Elaine.
Hi everyone. Hi, thanks Rose.
So tell us what you're going to make for us today.
We're going to do polymer clay mini foods today. And there are a variety of stuff that I had done, but today we're going to do donut earrings.
Miniature donuts, they are perfect for me because they have no calories, no gluten, no processed sugar, none of that stuff. It's all polymer clay.
Yeah, and then if you want to grab the pizza, you can show
yeah.
the pizza. We're going to be doing that as
We're going to be doing this pizza thing here too. I love the little pizzas because I can eat a whole bunch of little pizzas whenever I want.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Show us what to do, Elaine.
All right,
Elaine's
you ready?
your teacher.
Yay!
Elaine's your teacher.
Okay. Well, we're going to start off using some polymer clay, and I actually like using Sculpey Primo. And the reason why I do like that is because it is softer and it takes on the texture better. So, and what is great about this is we don't have to use a lot. So if you can see, we're going to start making the donuts, and I only am going to use a small cube, which I actually gave you a little piece over there, Rose.
I think one of the reasons that Elaine did this was because we were having a shortage of Sculpey clay for a while. It's back now, but she was able to make all this stuff with just little tiny bits of stuff.
Yes.
So here we go. Okay, so what do I do?
So now we're going to roll it so you get a ball. Just enough to get a ball about like that size, right?
Okay.
And then we're going to squish it, but not too flat because we want to.
Oh, I made it into a cube. It's supposed to be donut shaped.
Yeah. And we're going to twist and turn, kind of just, get it a donut shape.
Massaging it into a donut.
Yeah, sometimes
we
you
have
point
people
that
that are calling already.
already.
Yay!
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to tell all y'all about that, This is a live broadcast, so if you have questions or comments or you just want to say hello because Fran's one of our greatest fans, if you want to say hello, make sure you give us a comment because we're live and we're really here. Fran wants to know, what's the weight of these? All I know is they don't add weight to me.
Well, I know that these bars are 2 ounces, right?
Right, a full bar would be 2 ounces.
Yeah. So
about half an ounce?
could be. Yeah. It's
not even that much.
It's not.
An eighth of an ounce.
Maybe an eighth of an ounce. It's not.
Needle.
It's not very heavy at all.
Mini food.
Mini food. Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay, got it.
Okay. So once you got the little flat donut shape, we're going to take your awl.
Okay.
I have this little tool here, and you're going to poke a hole in the center.
Makes sense. That's where the donut hole would be.
Be careful on the other end, Rose. I don't want you to poke yourself. Okay, and just
if I scream and bleed, would you stop? And
yes,
it's live. If I bleed, I'm going to bleed on camera.
I will run and get you a Band-Aid. Okay.
Oh, Fran's telling me my hair looks great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, thank you, Fran. I had a rainbow moment.
Yes.
And yes, I'm a rainbow girl now. Rainbow Rose?
Rainbow Rose. Okay.
Oh, and for all of you out there, don't forget that although it is live now, if you miss any part of this, you missed exactly how to put that little hole in the middle of the donut. This is being recorded, and after this broadcast, we'll rebroadcast it as a recording. So you can watch it anytime you want, and make sure you share, because this is really super cool food with no calories.
Cool. Yes. And gluten-free.
And gluten-free. Vegan, whatever else.
Okay, Rose. So the next we're going to put a line in the middle of the donut, well, kind of on the side. It kind of gives it the baked look. So you're going to take your awl tool and just slightly go around the donut. You don't want to have to press, too hard.
Now that's really realism.
Yeah.
Because when you fry a donut, the first time it goes in the fryer, half of it gets cooked, then the other half gets cooked, and it leaves this little line in the center.
Yeah.
How did you think of this little line thing?
Can't believe you're not looking at real pictures of food.
Ah.
That goes into the detail work and a lot of practice.
I don't think I would have noticed that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay. And then after that, we're going to take your toothbrush. And we're going to add texture.
Well, of course we will. I mean, what else would you think of to use your toothbrush for besides that? Oh, by the way, these are dedicated toothbrushes. They are not intended to brush teeth after they've been used on polymer clay.
No.
And that goes for your pasta machine and even your oven that you're going
Yes.
to bake this in.
Yes.
That make it dedicated for the polymer clay and not for everything else in
Yes.
the world again.
Okay. And so we're going to just tap, 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 tap. And it takes a little bit. So by the magic, Rose, of
Can we do that?
camera, yeah, I have pre-done one for you.
Ooh, are we special?
Just
that's
to have a
beautiful.
little bit more texture.
Okay.
And so the next step we're going to do is actually highlight those baked looked by adding chalk pastels. And what I did was I scraped off a little bit of each color here. I use this golden yellow and brown, just a little bit.
Baked donut colors.
And then you're going to take your paintbrush and just kind of just blend the two. You don't have to mix them all together, but
So a
I
little
like
bit of
kind
yellow.
of, yeah, I kind of like keeping it separate instead of doing it all together, because that way you can blend light shades and dark shades.
Oh, that looks, oh my gosh. All of a sudden my donut looks like it's already been fried.
Yeah.
A little bit of yellow, a little bit of brown. That's so cool. Oh, we got more questions. Oh, we got to say hi to some people. Wendy from Saskatchewan.
Hi, Wendy.
I got tons of relatives up in the Saskatchewan and BC area. Oh, and Sabrina says hi. Sabrina's one of our fans too. I remember that. And Kelly from Santa Rosa. And somebody says specifically, love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, excuse me. This says, Rose, give Elaine more time to instruct. Quit asking questions. Okay.
All right.
You go instruct.
All right. So as we're getting more of the chalk pastels at the ends of the donut, I like just doing it a little bit darker, just so it gives that baked look. Okay. And then after we do that, we will go ahead and glaze the donut.
Are we going to make it hangable first?
Yes, and while you're doing that, I could show them how
Oh, okay.
to put the up-eye in. Okay, I'm going to need my glasses for that, sorry.
Don't be sorry for needing glasses.
That's all right.
I love glasses.
All right. So I'm going to grab this little up-eye here. And we have this Polybond, which is really good. So I'm going to take a little up-eye and I'm going to take some of the Polybond.
And for you, those of you that don't know, Polybond is basically super glue, but especially formulated to hold up under the heat of an oven. So it's not going to burst in flame or get brittle or any of those things. It's super duper super glue for using in your craft oven.
And you're saying it takes very little, so that's
Just
gonna
a little
be
bit.
great. Yep. And then I previously poked a hole in this with a toothpick.
Oh, they can't see it right now. Here we go.
There,
Good.
thank you. All right. And you're just gonna
Just
go
shove that
it
up eye
there.
right in
Whoops.
there. Not too far.
Yeah, I
You
forgot
have
to
to
let
let
go.
go.
I forgot to let- And then there you go, and it's ready to be baked.
Oh, well, not quite. We got to glaze it.
Oh, yes. And
Glazing.
while you're finished glazing, I will talk about the sprinkles.
Okay, I'm
So-
glazing, you're sprinkling.
Yes. So I have some sprinkles here that I've done. And what I did was I took some of the clay right here and I put it through our extruder. And what I did after that is I par baked those. And the reason why I par baked them is just to give it a little bit of body so they don't squish together when you're using your craft knife to cut it. And then
Now,
you put it all in, I put it all in my little
Now,
canister
Elaine,
right here.
now I did my glazing, but you haven't told us how you made this in advance
Oh,
for
yes,
me.
sorry about that.
So,
yes,
yeah.
let's talk about the glaze a little
Yeah,
bit.
how did you make this glaze?
So-
This is really cool.
I used any color, you could use any color of polymer clay you want. I chose
Mm-hmm.
pink. And then what I did was I used the liquid polymer clay right here. And you just mix and mix. And it does take a while, that's why I kind of did it ahead of time. And what I used, it was just our little craft clay tool. And I just mixed until there was no lumps. Now, I did it to where it is like the consistency of glaze. And I just added more liquid polymer clay to make it more liquid. You can have it thicker and add less, as you could see when we do the cheese and the sauce for the pizza next. But this I did to the consistency of glaze.
Ah,
And you don't need a lot. It goes a long way.
you talked about, oh, look at this.
Rosa looks so good.
I'm adding the sprinkles.
Yeah.
I like lots of sprinkles.
Yeah. So after it's baked and you add the earrings to it, the hooks, you end up getting earrings.
Oh my gosh, we're getting more questions too.
Oops, there went my glasses.
Oh, you need those. The question is, Wendy says she uses a toothbrush and 80 grit sandpaper. I use sandpaper on some of mine too.
Yeah.
And then Fran wants to know, what's a good tool to scrape off that the powder with?
Oh, I use a craft knife. And also you can use, well, I'm going to use a little bit of it using my awl on the next project. But a craft knife is always the best one because you can hold it. Yeah.
And Fran was very interested in your explanation of, or what is par baking?
Par baking.
It's like parboiling, only
Yes.
baking.
You just want to bake it just for a couple minutes. You don't want to, I'll go back to these little strands. Because they're so small, you don't want to bake them too long. I would say just a couple minutes. You don't want to bake.
So whereas if you're going to bake a full-size piece of polymer clay with Sculpey, you'd probably bake it for like 30 minutes.
Correct.
But a mini size is only going to take 15 minutes, and a par baking is like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you might even take a heat tool on it just to get it firmed up.
And that's exactly right, Rose. What we're doing is firming up the clay so it does not squish when you go and use the knife. Because it's so thin and small that when you go, it may squish it. So just par baking kind of makes it.
I feel like I've made a party. I like this little party here.
Fran wants to know ratio of clay to liquid. And if you're talking about
the glaze,
there's kind of, it depends on the type of glaze that you're going through. When you're going through a thicker one, I start out with maybe 1/8 clay ratio, but just do it to where you think you want the consistency to go, and just keep adding.
And you probably want to just be cautious.
Yes, be
Start with just
cautious.
a little bit, mix it up, and go, no, it needs a little more.
Yeah, because you can
And
add
leave a
more
little
clay to thicken, and you could add more polymer, liquid polymer clay to thin. I hope that helps, Fran.
Oh, I love my little donut. Okay.
Okay.
Is everybody good on the donuts? Everybody's good on donuts. Don't eat them.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll put these aside. Are you ready for the pizza?
Pizza!
All right. Okay. So the pizza is going to be a larger piece, and I would say I used half of the block of one of those.
So 1/4
Quarter.
cut in half is about 1/8 for the pizza, so it's about a 16th for the
Yes.
donut.
Oh yeah, there you go. So we're going to do kind of the same thing. We're going to roll the
I'm
pizza
good
into
at
the
math.
bowl. That's why you're the teacher.
No, you're the teacher today.
Well, I meant a real teacher. Okay. And then we're going to just squish again like this time we could go thinner because we're doing a pizza crust. And
Okay.
a lot of times you can also use a round clay cutter, but I like doing it this way because it gives a more hand-tossed look.
Well, not only that, but I like to handle the clay. I mean, really handle the clay, because the warmth of my hand and the tactile nature of it is just good. Oh, and we want to tell everyone, if you were late and you missed out on the donut at the beginning, I'm sorry, too late. No. No, that's not true. If you did miss it, we are recording this, so at the end of this broadcast, we will rebroadcast when it's not so live, and we won't be able to answer your comments immediately, but there's the later. We'll get it for you.
Okay.
Cool stuff.
All right, so now I'm going to take my clay tool here, and I'm going to just go around the edge. And that's going to kind of give us an edge for the pizza, so the sauce and the cheese
so
and
dainty.
toppings stay put.
So dainty.
Okay.
Mine's a little bit like my pizzas at home. It's not really totally round, but maybe that's...
Well,
That's the way it should be.
That's the beauty of hand toss, right? Versus using a clay cutter, you know.
Yes, unbeknownst to you, when I was not on camera, I was actually flinging this in the air.
It's a good thing it came off the ceiling.
Did you do that again?
I did.
Oh.
That was just for you, Rose.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I don't know what does that say? It says shower.
Okay. And
Oh, we got a shower of smiles and happy faces. Yay.
okay.
I thought she meant we had to clean our teeth or something.
Don't use your toothbrush. Don't use your toothbrush.
Don't use this polymer clay toothbrush. You may use any toothbrush you like, except that, well, not any. I got one for the bathroom too. I'm not going to use that one either.
No. All right. So
Okay.
once you're happy with, you know, your little
Oh, yours looks so
texturing.
pizza-like.
Yeah, it's so fun. We're gonna do the same using a toothbrush
Now,
and giving texture, but I'm gonna show you another tool too that we're gonna add some deeper, what do I want to say, crust lines or just dimension to the pizza dough.
oh, I thought you said dementia.
No. You don't say that word with women with gray hair.
Mine's not all gray anymore. It's gray and rainbow.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So
Okay.
after we add some texture with the
Oh,
toothbrush.
texturing with the toothbrush.
Yeah. There you go. I like adding a little bit more texture with taking a toothpick and I just break off the end part. And the reason I do that is because I don't want just the pokey point, but I do want this like rough edge that the toothpick gives.
I would never have thought of that.
And then
Ever in my whole life. Did you see that on YouTube or something?
No, I was just playing with it and I'm going, you know what, I need to get into smaller spaces is why I need it. And
Oh my gosh.
And when I was using the toothpick end, I went, no, it's making holes. Well, what if I just break this off?
Wow.
Yeah, so I did that.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that,
that's almost like what, oh gosh, somebody was saying about she used the 80 grit sandpaper.
yes.
Oh, and Elaine got another shower of hearts.
Yay!
This is Elaine's first Fire Mountain Live. I hope you love her lots.
Yes, love me,
because
love
we
me.
can see her more often, and she's learning a lot about seed beads.
Yes.
She is obviously an expert already on polymer clay mini foods. Oh, did you see the other stuff? All the stuff on our table with all the mini foods. Oh my gosh, I gotta get something. Wait, hang on, I'm gonna go get it. Wait, yes, because I want to show some of your other mini foods.
Okay.
Because, see, it's all over. Okay, here we go. I got more mini foods that I'm showing you that Elaine made. These are her little itty bitty chocolates bracelet with, oh, look at that. There's more of that glaze stuff. Itty bitty chocolates bracelet. Her mini sushi. Little tiny sushis. Here, I'm going to put it over here in your view so
All
you
right.
can get a good close up of it.
Oh, there you go.
Am I in the right place? There it is. Mini sushis. I almost got it. Mini sushis and this gigantic macaron. So not only can you make mini foods, but you can also make them bigger than average. This is a huge macaron that's going to be a Christmas ornament on our Winterfest tree that Fire Mountain is doing for charity. Ta-da! Mini macarons! So yes, Elaine really does do a lot of really fun foods. Fake foods.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
I'm
it.
sorry. Did you get that all textured?
I did.
Okay.
And the next thing we're going to do again is like we did with the donut. We're going to use the same chalk pastel. And you realize that I'm using the same colors. This color combination works great for baked goods, bakery items, any kind of dough. It just gives it that one baked glowing look of baked good foods.
And I also want to say this reminds me that we just released another polymer clay series with Christi Friesen teaching us about polymer clay. 10-part series called The Secrets of Polymer Clay, which is kind of like my Secrets to Seed Beads, but it's polymer clay. And she uses a lot of these chalk pastels too to get those little hints of color and stuff into them. And a little tip, and I don't know if you know this one, Elaine. This is a tip that Christy has in her video, is if you get a little too much in one spot, use some Scotch tape go across it, pull it off, and pull off that
I
excess.
did see that. She has some amazing tips. Amazing tips.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Oh, yours looks more real than mine. Wait, I gotta work some more. I got to quit talk less and work more.
All right.
It's kind of neat. You get a little bit of yellow and a little bit of brown in everywhere. Just kind of.
Yeah. And just the more, and again, you don't have to use a lot. It's just the more working of your paintbrush and getting in those little crevices that you created with the toothbrush and toothpick. It just like fills it in. And I like doing just slightly darker on the edges. Not too dark, not that I want to burn my pizza, but enough to just give it that.
Well, even an occasional burn spot would just make it look more
right.
real.
That's right. Okay, and then after that, we're going to do the sauce for the pizza. And Fran, this is an answer kind of your first question. I used less of the liquid polymer clay. It's a little bit thicker than I did with the glaze because we want it to be thick and
Saucy.
yeah. And again, by the magic of cameras, we will take this one and we have one that's pre-done.
Oh.
So the reason why I did that was I want to put cheese on top of the sauce. So I have the cheese here that I made. But what would happen is if it's both still wet clay, if I put the white on top of the red, it's just going to make a big blob of pink.
Oh, yeah.
So again, Fran, par bake. I put that in and baked it just for a couple minutes, like 2 minutes, just to set the sauce so the sauce is not moving.
Elaine, look at the top question.
Patty, are you going to put pineapple on pizza?
We have opinions about pineapple on pizza. Pineapple is a delicious dessert. It doesn't belong on pizza. Okay, now start the debate. You guys go.
Yes, you go. You put as much pineapple on your pizza. I'm sticking with pepperoni. But not to say, not to say that pineapple's bad. I love pineapple in every
Each his
food.
own.
Yes.
What? Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. No, we're not going to put pineapple on the pizza. Elaine said that. No pineapple on pizza. Not this pizza.
The only yellow I brought was this.
Yeah, there you go.
We have some more. Bamboo. Oh, Fran has another tip. Bamboo skewers work great. Yeah, that's kind of like how I'm using the toothpicks. If that unless you have another tip for using the bamboo skewers in a different way.
Well, I imagine
would love
breaking it off like that.
Yeah.
I never thought of it. Yeah, good idea. And Angela says we're having too much fun.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Deal.
Oh, look, I'm busy.
You're
Rosa's-
talking, and I'm
I know. Rosa's
cheesing.
already cheesing her pizza. Cheesing?
Cheesing my pizza.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they even say that at cheesy pizza places.
It's an actual term. We looked it up.
It is?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I believed you. She's the teacher, remember? Okay.
Okay. So there we go.
I forgot to tell you, too, all you people out there, don't forget that at the end of this also, if you want to get the exact list of the materials that Elaine used on her donuts and on her pizza, all you have to do is comment hashtag NC3H for the materials for the donut, or hashtag NC3G for the materials for the pizza. But I bet you could make it up.
Look on the board. Are we getting people that are saying yes?
We really did start a debate.
I know.
So now people are sending in their votes whether they think pineapple is a yes or
Or
pineapple
no.
is a no.
Oh, we're
Okay,
be
so
interested about the
Elaine
count
and I
of
are
that.
both no. We've got more that have everybody has an opinion.
Okay, well,
You know what they're like.
Yep. Well, while they're going on the pepperoni,
Oh, I'm
pepperoni.
sorry.
While they're going on the pineapple, I'm going to go on the pepperoni.
Okay.
I'm going to show them how to do the pepperoni.
Pepperoni, okay.
Yes. Okay, so let me move my little pizza up. I took these colors, these 4 colors, and red, brown, and that's like a translucent and orange.
So
Okay.
very pepperoni flavors.
Yeah.
Like the translucent's like the fat, and the brown is like the meat.
The
and
meat, exactly, exactly.
The others are like spices.
And I'm going to do somewhat of a cane, so I'm just grouping it together.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to flip. And then I'm kind of just mix it to where the other colors aren't
Make sure you're in
really
the center.
touching.
There we go.
There we go. Touching each color, right? And then I'm going to roll, 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 roll. And squish, squish, squish. And I'm making kind of a cane. And we have a lot of videos on canes, don't we, Rose?
Oh yeah. If you haven't gotten enough from Elaine's video and Christi's videos, we also have lots of other things by other polymer clay artists, including Lisa Pavelka, who invented our Pavelka polybonder.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yes, lots of great videos at firemountaingems.com.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so you can see I'm doing this and just keep cutting in half, and then mixing it together, right? And then you're going to end up.
How many
with
times
this-
did you cut in half and
I did
do
it.
that?
Yeah, I did it quite a bit. And you just do it to the point where you like the looks of the pepperoni. And then when you cut into it, I don't know if you could see, it has the pepperoni look. It's going to be really thin. So you end up starting like this, and you end up having pepperoni if you just keep rolling and rolling.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So we're going to, by the magic of
Video.
I keep wanting to say TV.
Or the magic of Elaine, because she prepared these in advance.
In advance. But I do want to show you how I did it. So I cut one off, and where's my awl? There it is. My awl tool, I'm just going to tap, 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 kind of just give the little curled up look of the pepperoni, right?
It wasn't as good as slicing mine thin. Mine are a little bit thick.
That's okay.
That's all right. I'll make it thinner when I tap it with the awl.
Exactly. And I'm going to show you other ingredients before I start adding on to the other ones. So another one is I have olives, black olives here, and it's just a black snake here that I have. And I'm just going to cut a little piece off, and pardon my hands for a moment because I have to roll this into a little tiny ball and drop it there. And then I'm going to take the awl needle.
Can
and just
everyone see
pull
that? Oh my
a
goodness.
into it.
Oh no. Wendy says, imagine if Christy was in on this silliness right now.
Oh,
I
my
hope
goodness.
you're watching, Christy. Because you would fit right in.
So that was the olives, and then I will show you the bell pepper. So the bell pepper.
I missed it. Did you talk about putting a little hole in the middle?
I did. I'll do it again though, since we're doing it.
I was chatting. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. Little piece. Roll it into a ball. Pardon my hand for a minute. Drop the ball and put a little hole down the center of it. And I'm just putting the olives off to the side until I'm ready to put it on the pizza because they stick to my hand. And now the bell pepper. Let me put it down.
Put
Or
holes in your olives.
I did a little piece of dark green and a little piece of light green, and I fused them together so you can kind of see.
So again, that's like making a cane, just like you know who does.
Yep. And then
Teeny cane.
teeny cane, and I'm gonna turn it, and I'm just gonna do a slight slice right here. Move this over, and you're gonna see it's just a little bar. And I'm gonna take it and just tap it down, just because I don't want that piece to move on the tile. Okay. And then I'm gonna take 2 toothpicks, and what I'm gonna do is kind of curve it at one end and curve it at the other.
I'm seeing green bacon.
Yeah, it does look like green bacon.
It's be the same technique. So yeah, everybody go out and experiment with whatever kind of food you want to make.
Exactly. That was my inspiration. My inspiration for the pizza actually came from a lot of great memories of eating pizza. My oldest brother managed a round table for many, many years. And I know you'll probably be watching later, Barry, as it recorded. So hi, Barry. And then anyway, going back to the bell pepper, now that you have a little moon shape thing, I'm going to go right at the top and push down in the center. And that kind of just gives it a bell pepper look.
I don't want too many bell peppers. That's a vegetable.
And I'm going to move him off to the side. And now I'm going to show you how to do a mushroom. So I have this little brown log. A friend
sounds
is asking
rude.
for more close-ups. Okay. Close-ups of me
of
making the
Elaine's
food?
hands.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see if you can see this, Fran. Okay. So here is a little log that I made with brown and white, and I kind of made it flat on this end here. Move my hand. And I'm going, it's kind of like a bread loaf shape, really. And I'm going to slice off a piece right here and move that aside. And I'm going to turn it on its side. And I'm going to just tap so it doesn't move again. So as you can see, it's kind of flat on one end and then round at the top. And where's my awl tool? There it is. So I'm going to take my awl tool and see. I'm going to just make a little bit of an indent slice on one end down at the bottom, and then do it again on the other. And so you can kind of see a mushroom forming here. And I kind of use just the awl just to kind of move things around.
Oh,
and
man.
round it out, okay? And I'm going to turn it all around back on the handle side and just kind of tap, 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 right? And then I'm going to take my awl and use a little bit of the black chalk pastel and just get a little bit at the end of the tip.
I
Okay.
see what you're doing.
And I'm going to just tap, 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 tap him. You
To
don't
get
need
that
a
little
lot.
bit of black for the gills in
Yeah,
there.
just for the gills, the mushroom gills.
That's pretty amazing.
So, like that. So we kind of had, I made some ahead of time. So now we can decorate our pizza.
Woohoo! Mine doesn't look quite like yours, but it's close.
No, that's fine. Okay, so now we'll just decorate the pizza here. And have fun. You know, you can have any kind of ingredients you want on a pizza. Oh,
Including pineapple if you must.
Yes. We're not going to hate you too much if you have pineapple.
As long as we don't have to eat it.
No, that's right.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is so cool.
Oh, Lisa from, oh, hi Lisa. She says we're doing a great job.
Aw, thanks, Lisa. We, oh my gosh, this is so adorable. And it's kind of important too that we have the still, we kind of par bake the sauce.
Correct.
And then we put on the cheese, and it's still completely liquid. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going to hold everything all together when we bake it for real.
Yes.
Because otherwise we could lose that. And, ooh, looky, here's the one I finished.
Oh my goodness!
See, while she was instructing, I was creating.
Rose, that looks so great! You're a quick learner.
So
Look
we're
at that.
coming in down to the end of this. We're going to tell you how we can make this into a necklace.
Yes.
But we also wanted to say, it's the time to get your questions in. Of course, we're nearing the end, folks.
Yes.
Woo.
So-
I hope you caught all this.
We have one that's actually baked.
Ah, there we go. So that one's completely dry.
Yes. So we're going to show you how to attach the glue-on bail, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to use our two-part epoxy, which I love. This dries in like 5 minutes. And so I love
We've talked
that.
this one up a few times. It's
Yes.
DevCon is the brand.
Yes. So I'm going to do it over here because I don't have any room over there. My pizzas are taking up the room. So we do just, it's great because it squirts out equal amounts and you don't need much. That's probably too much that I just did.
That's enough to put a bail on
Yeah.
about five
of
different
them,
pizzas.
Yeah. Too
But you
fast.
can do your pizzas
Yes.
and
we mix for what, about a minute, right? Did you say?
I usually figure about a minute. And while she's mixing, let remind you that we would love for you to share this, especially if you've got people who are brand new to polymer clay. What a fun thing to introduce them to. Share it with your friends. Make sure you've liked. Everybody's. Oh, we're making something. We're making.
Oh, Fred's hungry.
Me too. I love pizza and donuts, and I'm trying to be good. So this is the kind of pizza and donuts I'm making.
All right, I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead, put my glasses back on so I can see where I'm gluing. And I'm going to just put dig a little bit. Okay. And onto the bale. Glue onto the bale. Thank you, Liz. And then I'm just gonna, now it's just deciding on where to put
Yeah,
it.
which
So
way do you want to be up?
Yes.
And you can see you can make your pizzas all different sizes too.
Yes.
Because we have we showed her pizzas earlier. She has a set of earrings and a necklace,
Oops. Stay there.
and she's only got 5 minutes of working time, so she
Yes.
can't mess around for too long.
No. Nope.
5 minutes of working time. Get that more centered there so
There.
people can see the close up, and we know
You
Fran
wanna
wants
see?
the close ups. There we go.
I always get it backwards. There we go.
I know we're looking through a camera and
There we
everything's
go.
backwards. Wendy wants pizza too. See, we're all going to be out there for Round Table was no, who was it?
Yeah,
Round
Round
Table
Table.
was the one your
My brother managed.
brother managed.
Yeah.
So everybody give Round Table a call. You can't get it at Fire Mountain Gym, so that's okay. In a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be doing the next Fire Mountain Live. It's going to be some Halloween batty earrings, so make sure you come back in about 3 weeks.
I can't believe it's here
Do some
already.
Halloween stuff.
Yay.
Woo. And Elaine wants to say goodbye.
Yes, thank you. I had so much fun, and I hope you guys got something out of it, and I hope you guys jump right in to do polymer clay and minis, and we hope to see you back soon.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us, and happy meeting.
Yeah.